Hi Libra, and Lisi the High Priestess. Press the subscribe notification bell, and I tell stories. I don't always send the music. I know this one, they won't accept them in certain countries. Also not being accepted in certain countries, 5 of Cups to 3 of Cups, because of language barriers, communication barriers too. Someone is not like, also I feel like there's a bunch of drunk people because in this, it looks like there's a bunch of drunks. At night too. You know what I also see? Forgive me for saying this, but I'm gonna be very graphic in what I see. I see someone snorting a bunch of lines of cocaine. Look, I'm gonna show you right now why. Look, he is bending down, and it's a plate of a mirror. A mirror. There's like an 8 ball right there. I'm being very specific. There's a lot of people hanging out watching this. Look, they're bringing in their. I swear this is what I see. The justice card and the death card. Ooh, not cool. Also, I feel like if you are a police officer, a mason, or whatever, you're investigating a case right here with a cocaine overdose. Or with the moon card, that to me is the pill card. The mystery on how somebody died, how someone overdosed, how someone's cause of death is overdosing right here. So let me get started on the pill. Okay. It's a very dangerous drug, and people like to toy with it. But the Masons are investigating this. Also, Justice card, that's you, Libra. You're investigating this. You also could, if you are a Mason, you're the Knight of Cups, the Devil card. You follow the Devil, the 8 of Cups. You're seeing something. Also, someone right here becomes the devil when they're on drugs. Like someone is addicted to drugs. Someone's addicted to pills or something like that. The addictions, also the epidemic of drugs. The 7 of Pentacles, the epidemic of drugs, the rise on drugs, the fentanyl overdose. This could be a topic. This is something that could be talked about on the news. The rise on these certain drugs. I'm sorry that I'm being very explicit on this, but I feel the calling is for me to do it. The rising on drugs. There's the death card again. There's a lot of people overdosing on drugs. Like that's the new plague that's happening right now. Ooh, that made my skin crawl. The King of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Someone passed away. Here's the Tower card. There's celebration of life right here. The 8 of Swords. Again and again and again. It's the rat race. The 2 of Swords. Also feel like throwing up all of a sudden. Someone's running out the door. This could be a memory of someone, or I don't know, but someone call 911 is what I hear. Dude, I'm going to have to put like, this also could be the news or something like that. Someone's walking in. Also, if this is a documentary on the rise on drugs, someone could be walking the streets to see like how people look dead. You could be in an area that's full of like, I hate to say this, crackheads and stuff like that. You could be on the block. You could be in the hood, like for real. Someone comes from the trenches, and that's what you see outside. Someone surpassed the hood. Okay. The 8 of Swords. Also, someone is pinning down the bad guy. I see a bunch of people against the wall with their hands up. I see a bunch of people against the wall with their hands up. And I see the Masons having them on the ground. Okay. This is also someone could be watching this from afar. Also, you know what I see from here? The 7 of Swords. Someone got away with it. The 10 of Swords. Someone got away with murder. How to get away with murder. And I'm not encouraging this, but I feel like if you are a Mason, you're going to see this on like, if this is a case or something like that. I see you on opening like like being able to tap into their Google search at the time, something like that. This reminds me of My Worst Roommate or something like that on Netflix, when that man that was obsessed with his roommate, and he ended up killing her or whatever. And one of the last things that he had done, he had gone to a public library and he had Googled like how to kill somebody or how to get rid of them. Like through the Google search, something was able. And I feel like the Masons already have it, like it's already in hand. There's no way in deleting the information because it's already there. And that's I should probably delete this. You could be watching something on TV as well, like I believe there's a show that says How I Got Away with Murder or something like that. Also, someone could be confessing that that's what happened or whatever. Because also someone could be doing documentaries. If you are someone that is like Vice TV or something like that, I feel like someone's going to prison and they're doing documentaries on murders or something like that. Also, I feel like someone's fascinated with like the things of the mystery, or is it a fascination or something like that? It's a weird kink that someone has, even though like they may not be committing, or this is what they're invested in the underworld. This is like underground belly or whatever. They talk to prostitutes, killers, pimps, and all of that. Also, if you are a Mason, this is these are the kind of people that you deal with on the daily. It makes you might make you lose hope in humanity because you're constantly seeing, because you're constantly searching for the bad guy and you're not searching for the good guy. You understand me? You are the good guy, but the good guy needs to see that there's other good guys, because if not, it just seems like everybody that's coming close is the bad guy, because that's what you do. The ups and downs of taking the bad guy out. Okay, being sworn in, or like it even gives me that stigma when people, because you are the good guy, you are the bad guy to bad people. You feel me? And there's a lot of demons running loose. Shit is wild to blow your motherfucking mind, right? With the Eight of Swords and the Devil card, that shit is wild, man. Also, the inner beasts are wild in younger generation than what it is. But I don't know. People get set in their ways. All right, you could be having a conversation with someone, because I feel like I'm having a conversation with you. You could be having a conversation with a lawyer or someone that's a public. I hear a public defender, but I feel like you're having a real conversation with someone about what's really going on in the streets. Like, do you see the epidemic on drugs on the rise? Also, like I said, if you work for like Vice TV or some blogging company, this is a big thing. Like, it's alarming. Someone's walking through the streets and seeing like people. It's almost like the crack epidemic all over again. Okay. The Page of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, what they do for a little bit of money. The full card, they get their little money and go. Also, you could work like in a mental institution, or like something that serves the public, where you get to see, like, for example, like the mission, like places where they help out the poor and the mental illness, and you see the epidemic on like the rise on the death on them or whatever. This is part of your job, or this is something you're out there being thrown in the field. Also, if you're someone that's involved in all this is like a dirty grimy ass game. Okay, knowing that you're playing Green Reaper to a lot of people. Every day that you wake up, you play Green Reaper to a lot of these lost souls. They're lost because you continue to sell them things that you're willing to sell them. And some people think that they will never be held accountable for the things that they have done. Those things, what people would do for money, what people will do for not being poor. This is the kind, like, you could have been raised in these kinds of environments. You could have survived this death, seeing death all the time, waking up to dead people in the halls, waking up. Like, this is really, someone really comes from the projects, the hood, like hooder than me. You know what I'm saying? Surviving the trenches. Like for real, like every day somebody was dying, every day someone was overdosing, everybody I know was killers and hustlers and on the block. Like I survived all this with the sun card. I grew up around these people. I grew up around these kinds of people. The Eight of Swords. All I know was I've been stuck in this kind of mentality for a long time. Eight of Swords. Someone could be, this is all I know type of shit. It's almost that they say when people get out of prison, right? They have the mentality. A lot of them go back to prison because they need someone to stop them from, because they can't tame their demon, they can't tame their devil, and the free world seems very chaotic to them. It's like letting go of a wild animal, and you let him go into a foreign place. Let's say you put him in someone's backyard. You let go of a tiger in somebody's backyard. What the fuck would you expect? You know, the Chariot, the Seven of Swords, and the Prince of Swords, Six of Wands. They got used to being groomed to just become a bunch of losers, groomed to not make it out. Like there was plenty of choices, like not selling drugs, but deciding to sell drugs. Because I really feel like this is drugs. Someone could be talking to, if you are in the system as a Mason, this is probably, you're probably like probation or something like that. You are the person that gets to see if they're worthy of their freedom. And shit be wild, right? The Chariot card. Shit be wild. People think that like it ain't easy, right? You're like, I listen to Tupac too. It ain't easy. There's some real topics though, right here. This is like some real tea. I'm not saying this is going to happen to you, but this is what I see outside looking in. And it's true. You're not going to tell me you don't hear the rise on it. It's becoming very alarming. How many people, let me shut the fuck up. Okay. It ain't easy.